Okay, I think we're ready to get started. I think we have everybody here now. Let's see, mic check, mic check. Can everybody hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yes, I hear you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. Hello and welcome to another exciting Off the Chain AMA. I'm your host, Kelechi eBay. Thank you for joining us today. Today we'll be exploring the fascinating world of meme coins. I mean, at this point, it is safe to say, 2023, at least this year thus far, is the year of meme coins. And we have an exciting panel with us today to help us, kind of uncover some of the driving forces behind meme coins and their popularity, and also basically why they're pretty much taking the crypto world by storm this year. So joining us today to discuss this topic, we have Biz, the co-founder of KaratDAO. We have Lord LOL, spokesman from PEPE 2.0. We have Knowledge, core DAO member of ShitGPT. We have Raj Gupta, a core contributor member of Jesus Coin. And we have Wealth Matrix, who's a spokesperson at Frog Token. So before we get started, I would like to read our disclaimer. The information provided is for general informational purposes only. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of such information. The statements or opinions expressed in this event are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the views of Bitmart or its affiliates and shall not be considered professional financial investment advice. All cryptocurrency investments are highly speculative in nature and involve substantial risk of loss. Past hypothetical or simulated performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. The value of digital currencies can go up or down, and there can be substantial risk in buying, selling, holding, or trading digital currencies. You should carefully consider whether trading or holding digital currencies is suitable for you based on your personal investment objectives, financial circumstances, and risk tolerance. So with that, being covered, also would like to remind our audience, that we still have our Learn to Earn program. And the Learn to Earn program is a unique NFT-based program designed for our loyal off-the-chain AMA listeners. And in this program, you can earn stamped NFTs by actively participating in Bitmart's online AMAs and various learning events, whether offline or online. And these stamps NFTs basically serve as proof of attendance and engagement. But as a reminder, the stamp NFTs are not tradable, most of you know. However, they hold value because for every 3 stamp NFTs you collect, you can exchange them for a special NFT called Learn to Earn Time Capsule NFTs. Obviously, these time capsule NFTs symbolizes the experiences you've gained as a listener of our Off the Chain AMA episodes. Unlike the stamp NFTs, the time capsule NFTs are actually tradable on the Bitmart NFT marketplace and can contain prices, worth up to 50 USDT. So you can choose to open the time capsule NFTs, in which case the 3 stamp NFTs will be burned, or you can list and trade the time capsule NFTs on the Bitmart NFT marketplace. For instructions on how to collect your stamp NFTs, please be sure to check out the information provided on the pinned tweets of this AMA. But remember, the stamp NFTs are only eligible to listeners who stay for at least 30 minutes in today's AMA and who also fill out the Gleam form provided in the pinned tweets as well. And now, so with no further ado, let's kick off the AMA. I would like to start with a brief introduction. Starting with Biz, the co-founder of KaratDAO. So Biz, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your project?
Yeah, what's going on? Thanks for having me out here tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Biz here, co-founder of KaratDAO, chief strategy officer here. So oversee a lot of our work on the partnership side, corporate strategy, kind of overarching product development as well. So at Karat, we're building out products that allow users to really gain the beneficial aspects of their data, take ownership of that data, and still be able to have it transacted upon in a secure way. So we're building out on ZK Sync. We began to launch out our network in May, so we've gained 300,000 users since then. And we have a lot more kind of product updates coming on soon to kind of build out the utility further and further and allow users to really start being able to, gain significant revenue potentially from their data in a way that, we saw in Web 2, it kind of got taken out of their hands. So trying to rectify that and correct that as we move into, a new internet age here. So, really excited to be on here though tonight and hear from some more kind of luminaries in the space and get a read on everybody's kind of how they're seeing the momentum that we've been feeling and how that can carry forward. So again, thanks for having me. Looking forward to hear from the others.
Yeah, thank you so much. Wow, 300K users, very, very impressive. Yeah, that's awesome. Next, we'll move on to Lord LL, spokesman from PEPE 2.0.
Yo, how's it going, guys? Appreciate you guys having us here, having me here. This is Lord LOL. I've been in the crypto space kind of about myself over 5 years. Big family guy, definitely down to earth and understand, a lot of things about life and, and now as far as about the project PEPE 2.0, today is officially 30-day mark of PEPE 2.0 being live and running and well. So, to all our PEPE 2.0 holders who are listening, happy birthday, 30 day, 1 month old. We're sitting with over 12,000 holders and really over 10 exchanges. It's more than 10, but 10 plus exchanges. And really PEPE 2.0, what it stands for is that second chance, that second opportunity. If you missed PEPE the first time, here's your second chance. And it's not only about, just the holders as well. That's our model, a second chance, and really just excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. That's a powerful message, right? Having that second chance in life, especially when it comes to how we all know how PEPE kind of just came out of nowhere. So very, very exciting. And thank you for joining us today. So up next, we'll pass it over to Knowledge, who's a core DAO member of ShitGPT.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Knowledge. I've been doing IT work for about 12 years, and I've been investing in crypto since 2014. Our project's name is ShitGPT. We're a shitty DAO created by Dr.Shit. Our contracts renounce, and we're community-driven. We normally do Twitter spaces every other day. We talk about crypto and AI news, crypto market updates, crypto education. We encourage everyone to do their own research. We have 1,025 holders and about 2,000 transfers. We promote deconstruction, inclusion, and a punk spirit, meaning we don't want big corporations in our project. We want to include everyone to build with us and be a part of our DAO. And we want everyone to be themselves, as we are the degens of the tech world.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that's very exciting to know that you guys, provide a lot of education in the space, and as your name implies, knowledge. That's actually really, really cool. And thank you so much for joining us today. Up next, I'll pass it over to Raj Gupta, a core contributor member of Jesus Coin.
Hello, brother. What are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Thank you for joining us, man.
Good, yes. So, I am just filling in here for Maker Lee. He is the founder of the dev of Jesus Coin. And I have been in the Jesus community since the beginning. It's been out for 3 months, 5,200 holders. And I am just very thankful that I found my meme coin Lord and Savior on DJ and Ali, because I have been, investing in meme coins, and they are very risky, and but I feel confident, I feel safe with my Jesus, and I'm happy to be here talking about meme coins.
That's really, really funny. I'm looking forward to learning more about Jesus Coin. Very, very interesting narrative there. Up next, I'll pass it over to Wealth Matrix, a spokesman at Frog Token.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for having me here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, so I go by the name Wealth Metrics. I'm spokesman for Frog Token, and very honored to be here. A brief overview of Frog. We have a few tokenomics that make us unique. We have 82% of the total supply already burned, already approaching 83%, which makes us a fiery hyperdeflationary token. We have a 10% tax. We do 3% burn on every transaction with 5% distribution to holders and a 2% distribution to the marketing wallet, which the developer has been very transparent with. You'll hear us talking a lot about our supply shock in our community. That's something I'll touch on a bit more later. However, it's very attainable, and not only because of our limited supply, but also because of our Diamond Frogs Lounge, which is another thing that sets us apart. That's the name of our whale group. And in this whale group, we're not like a lot of other whale groups. We come together in a very mature and positive way. We're determined to provide solution-based feedback and collaborations. And I strongly believe that as long as our diamond frogs remain unified, that we will be able to create the atmosphere where everyone can be a winner. We just released our staking platform. We have 3 million tokens staked for the next 6 months, which shows we have a very strong, engaged community, which is paramount to our vision to be the first meme coin token to trade for fractions of a coin. So it's very ambitious. And in brief summary, we are a utility-based meme coin, and we are excited and motivated to build innovative utilities that will leave a positive mark on the blockchain while restoring some goodwill and integrity to the space in the process.
Yeah, thank you for that overview. Yeah, deflationary and meme coins typically do not, go hand in hand, but that's very, very innovative what you guys are doing there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about you guys' approach and and then just about your project in general. So thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, so I guess let's dive right in, right? Let's dive right in into the topic of today. So I guess the first question here is like what do you think is the reason behind the recent rallies of meme coins in 2023 from your perspective? I'd like to hear from Biz first, and then we'll move over to Lord ALL.
All right, yeah, sweet. Well, yeah, I think from my perspective, something that's really like an interesting component of this is that it's, I think, a little bit more controllable. I think in the last year, in the last cycle, we saw a lot of like retail and kind of smaller investors be able to ride the highs, but then also get crushed by the lows or get crushed by like larger institutional or market forces coming in that are outside of a lot of our hands and a lot of our control. But when you're getting in on these projects on the ground floor, I think it allows you to have a voice and kind of make it either feel like or actually in actuality have your impact be felt within the project itself as it grows. So I think having that like element of control, and also we're a resilient bunch. As you guys are talking about, this is kind of the degens of the tech world, but it's also people who have been through a couple different cycles now, listening to everybody's kind of backgrounds here. So it's hard to shake us, and as we kind of go through more and more of these ups and downs, we learn and we improve. So I think it was only a matter of time for everything to kind of start rising back up again from the lows we felt last summer. So it's a really cool indicator. And I think, yeah, resiliency, and then also being able to be a part of something at the earlier stages and watch it grow is a really important like emotional element to this. So.
Yeah. Thanks for that perspective. I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, those two things that you mentioned, being at a ground floor, and also having that kind of control from the start, to ride that wave from the very beginning. I think, yeah, it's definitely one of the key factors playing a role here. So yeah, thank you for that perspective. Next, we'll pass it over to Lord LOL.
Yeah. So as far as the reason behind, the rallies here in 2023, I think it really just comes down to is people are looking for that second chance, just how PEPE 2.0 stands for that second chance, that second opportunity. You missed PEPE, you have this opportunity. You missed whatever it is, people hear stories of Doge, they hear stories of Shiba, they hear stories, of Pepe or these other tokens that have reached billions and high market caps and how much money they've made. The rally is going to come, and it's going to come even more as we progress through crypto and the adoption happens, right? And yeah, we're going through cycles. Bitcoin is going through the cycle. Back in November 2021 was the all-time high, like 68K or something like that. And now it's cycling through. It's kind of rallying again. The market is rallying, and that benefits the meme coins because people look at Bitcoin and ETH and these bigger cap coins, and obviously the return in investment isn't quite there, right? It's not the same as a meme coin getting in at the bottom, getting in later in the middle of it, right? And it's fun, people are thinking about all the opportunities they missed, and they're seeing opportunities now here in 2023. And that's really what's causing the rally in a sense. People, the FOMO, the fear of missing out, they don't want to miss the next big meme coin, right? So it's gonna stay for a long time. Meme coins are here to stay.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. You also touched on a good point there. How kind of I think the bear market kind of beat a lot of people down, and seeing this new, I guess, token just kind of rally. Definitely we catch a lot of people's attention, and everybody want to be a part of that. Riding that wave for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a part of it. And yeah, I'd like to pass it over to Knowledge. The same question.
Yeah, so meme coins normally spike because of the support and attention that it brings. So meme coins have like a very big active community normally. All it takes is like one good day for that coin, to spike, and then the hype will be there and the rally will happen for like 2-3 days or whatever. The coins are airdrop. This plays a factor as well. And also Bitcoin having spikes, random spikes, drives a big attention to the meme community because people do want to, find the next Dogecoin or Bonk or Pepe, so that's their opportunity in their eyes to, put a little bit of money and see thousands.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I would say, it still boils down to that FOMO factor, right? Fear of missing out. Yeah, and I think as we move, into the more into the cycle, especially with the Bitcoin halving coming up, I think a lot of this meme coin has, the potential to do very, very well. And I think a lot of people just want to make sure they don't miss don't miss the kind of the pump like we saw, with Doge, last cycle, and obviously the cycle with the likes of Pepe and Wojak and Bong and some of them that we mentioned here. So yeah, that's true. So yeah, I'll pass it over to Raj to hear from you.
Yes, brother. Well, when I got into Jesus because he was offering eternal vibes. And, I was holding Litecoin and there were no eternal vibes. I could not share any memes with my friend, with my family. And I was just holding Litecoin saying, I'm not having any fun at all in the crypto space. I'm waiting for this halvening. I'm waiting for the next cycle. And then I see this Pepe and people are having fun with Pepe. They're sharing memes. And so, I started looking around for meme coins. And what I found is, people can have fun with the volatility. That is true. But they can also have fun with actually making memes. And you can share it with your friends. And you could put a small amount of money down, not financial advice. We can lose everything. Very volatile. But in the meantime, you can get on the Telegram, you can get on Twitter, you can go on YouTube, you can share memes with your friends, and you can have fun. And we are in crypto, and there's all kind of blockchain to invest in. And meme coin is one that you can truly have fun doing. And there are potential gains to be had. So that is why I am enjoying these eternal vibes with Jesus.
Whenever I say that, it makes me laugh. It's yeah, you're absolutely right. I think meme coins in general, like I think a lot of the blockchain space is, a lot of technical, mumbo jumbo and just, everybody being so serious all the time. And, when you have the kind of the bear market happened and everybody was just depressed, that's, I guess meme coin brought back that fun, that excitement after such a long drought of just disappointment and stress. So I think, yeah, that fun factor and that meme factor, played a lot of, played a huge role as to why I think, in my humble opinion, why we're seeing this, rally in 2023 so far. Yeah, great point, Raj. Yeah, I'll pass it over to Wealth Matrix.
Okay, yeah, well, I like all of those answers. I'd like to just add a little bit to that. In one word for me, it's PEPE. PEPE really started the recent meme coin rally, as we all know, and a lot of bullish sentiment returned to the market because of them. And PEPE 2.0 is absolutely correct. I mean, people have heard many stories of overnight millionaires, which is true, but it is a little bit of a stretch, right? Like, people were made millionaires overnight, but not the very next night. And so I guess in a nutshell, people know there's a lot of potential to amass a fortune through getting in on meme coins at the very bottom and then be able to sell over the top. One of the things I pride myself in, actually, is offering a helping hand to early investors who are invested at the bottom of something that I believe has tremendous value. Because of the hype and the excitement, some holders have been burned, right? So when they come into a new project, they can get a little impatient, they can sell too early, they can miss out on their chance of actually having a victorious story. And I've heard many stories of people selling out way too early and far too little stories about being in at the bottom and selling at the top. And I believe there's a way that everyone can achieve this experience. It just takes enough holders who are unified. It takes nerves of steel, and it takes a level of integrity just to be able to unify and do the right thing. Or the collective thing. It's not a right thing, but if you can decide to do something as a collective, if you can stick it out and have enough guts to do it, then you can actually see these results happen to you a lot easier. But I just think that in a nutshell, it would be definitely PEPE. And I do believe that the same kind of thing can happen with Frog. We already have an impressive number of like-minded people who are unified. And I think that as long as that type of ideology, like if you look at my profile, of course, you'll see the links to Frog, but you'll also see that I want to make a wealthy mindset normal. And I think that if people kind of realize the method to the madness, we could see more meme coin rallies. We could see a meme coin rally for Jesus Coin, for PEPE, for ShitGPT, for Biz, for everyone that's up here. We can see more rallies and we can see less people getting burned, because I think that the people getting burned through the meme coin rallies kind of has a lot of people having trust issues at the moment. But I do think that overall it is pretty positive, the recent meme coin rallies that we're seeing in 2023.
Yeah. I mean, you brought up an excellent point. Like PEPE was kind of the, what just like started everything. I think somewhere within us, we always knew that this frog, this green frog, like that's just everywhere, will eventually become a meme coin, and it just kind of just took off, like out of nowhere, and Lord LL's point about having that second chance, I think you just when it comes to meme coins in general, that's just kind of the narrative, right? And but one thing you said about sticking it out and just kind of holding and diamond handing, I don't know about that, because I think the last bear market just gave people this like, I guess, PTSD, and I just don't know if people will be able to hold after a massive run for their on their portfolio. But still, I still think what you're saying is it's good if it can happen, but I just don't, honestly, I don't see that happening. I think people will always take profits, especially just how the catastrophic, I guess, the last bear market was. But yeah, still some valid points you brought up there about PEPE just kind of starting the whole thing. And yeah, I think this kind of leads us to my next question here. We all see the value of I guess meme coins in general, but what would you say to critics who thinks that meme coins are a distraction and have a net negative impact on the blockchain ecosystem? Yeah, I'll start with Biz.
Hey, sorry about that. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess there's definitely a point, probably, that people could look at with, potentially like liquidity being taken from maybe projects with, I don't want to jump ahead, but some more like defined utility or roadmaps. But I think, the situation and like the ecosystem we're all involved in, like, any excitement is good excitement. We're not at a place where it's like a super, super like mature and like defined market. So wherever we can get that momentum, I think is really important. I don't think it's worth kind of, yucking anybody's yums in terms of what they're kind of being attracted to within the space. I think all the activity that we can get, and all the users that we can have be brought into the space, ultimately it's going to be good for everybody in the longer run. So, yeah, I think there's probably, I'm not like an economist or anything, so I can't think about it from like a macro level necessarily, but just from, working with a lot of different projects, I think people are a lot more upbeat when we're seeing this kind of increased momentum and projects doing well. So it's been a better environment and a lot more like collaborative environment this past, I would say, 2 quarters than the preceding two. And I think a lot of that is from the rallies we're seeing all around. So yeah, I think anything that we can get is a good indicator. Anything that's positive, is not negative, and especially with all the different types of news we had coming out at the end of last year, anything that's bringing in users and keeping them excited and active is a great sign for me. So, yeah, I would would be my counter to that.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point, right? Like you said, when it comes to meme coins, the narrative is always, oh, they're taking liquidity from quality projects that deserve it. But when you take a look at this, like you said, the last 2 quarters, without meme coins, I think we'll still kind of be in a bear market right now. Like, I know we're still technically in the bear market, but it kind of feels like we're just like stepping out of it, and that's a lot of credits to meme coins. So that in and of itself, it's a utility, I think, because it brings back that liquidity, that excitement into the market again, which now flows into the other quality projects as well. So that's a very excellent point that you brought up there. I'll pass it over to Lord LOL.
Yeah, I mean, what I'd say to the critics and people who are, I guess, against meme coins and see it as a distraction or something negative, to be honest, like kind of exactly what you just said, to kind of piggyback off what you said, is a meme coin is ideally a utility for that coin, right? So let's take ETH, for example. You need to have ETH to purchase this meme coin, so more people are buying ETH. So that means it pumps ETH. That means it's pumping money into the market. 95% of tokens are held in the actual coin's liquidity, right? The liquidity is held in ETH. The liquidity is held in BNB and ADA, whatever it is, whatever network you're on, right? That liquidity, 95% of the time, it's held in that coin, right? So meaning people are holding ETH without them even really knowing, but they're really holding a meme coin, right? And that value of the meme coin goes up just as much when that liquidity goes up, right? So there's what I guess I'd say is they kind of need to dive in and do a little bit more research on how it honestly positively affects, right? So we take PEPE into example, and that big rally it had, gas prices were freaking crazy, ETH pumped, right? And we give that credit to that, and PEPE 2.0, there was a time where, coins weren't even doing well. I give credit for the community in PEPE 2.0. ETH did pump a little bit. The gas was going up and other meme coins were thriving, meaning we were stabilizing the price of ETH. So really, that meme coins benefit a lot. And kind of going back, like I said, I've been in crypto plenty of years, and I've seen ETH at $400, right? And then when Shiba started pumping and things like that, then that's really the start of a bull run in the whole crypto market as well, right? So it goes hand in hand, and there's a lot of benefit from meme coins. Yeah, you can invest in ETH or Cardano or Dogecoin or whatever it is. But yeah, the return on investment is not going to be the same unless you go and do leverage trading, unless you do that, which is just as risky, right? You can bust your price can go down. So why not put in less into a meme coin and you can have the same, if not more, return instead of doing leverage trading. So there's a lot of benefits. I can go on, but meme coins help the blockchain. They help the crypto market substantially.
That's a really interesting perspective, like that I've never like heard about before, and I think that the stuff about bringing demand and to the underlying token of the blockchain like Ethereum, ADA or BNB. I think that bringing that transaction volume is a positive. It actually is a positive. So that alone, if that's the utility of a meme coin, to bring that volume and excitement back to that underlying token. Like most blockchains, I don't want to mention any name, but most blockchains who don't have a lot of activity, in terms of transaction volume, if you can have a meme coin that just comes out of nowhere and just kind of, skyrockets, and all of a sudden now your that underlying token is now, relevant and in demand in the market, that could be attributed to the rise of that particular meme coin. So again, people can make fun of meme coins all they want, but there's still some value to extract, from their existence. So that's a very good point. I'll pass it over to Knowledge.
Yeah, so if done correctly, meme coins can be an onboarding experience. So normally meme coins, they have, like I said, a community, and there's a little hype to it. All right, so let's say somebody wants to purchase this meme coin. So I live in New York and I wanted to purchase ShitGPT. What I had to do was I had to open up a decentralized wallet, go to a centralized exchange, make an account, purchase Ethereum, send it to the decentralized wallet, go to Uniswap, which is a DEX, and swap. So I'm learning how to operate a centralized exchange, operate a decentralized wallet, and operate a DEX. So this is an onboarding experience. Also, it's putting money, like PEPE 2.0 said, is putting money in the ecosystem. It's increasing the transfers on Ethereum, it's putting money in Ethereum. And normally, right, the gas fees are up and down. Normally, the user will purchase the meme coin and have Ethereum in their wallet as well. So we're increasing holders on the meme coin and Ethereum. This is what we want. We want on-chain transactions.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point there. Just the onboarding experience, like you mentioned, using a centralized exchange for the first time, transferring to the DEX, and that experience alone, and just like you said, having transaction happen in the blockchain in question, that's a positive experience. That's a positive thing. I think you're right there. I'll pass it over to Raj.
Yes, I would have to agree with PEPE 2.0 and ShitGPT. This is bringing a lot of users. And, the fact is, the only time that I ever buy Ethereum is when I'm going to, plow deeply in DJ and Alley and look for a lot of these meme coins. And I will buy a lot of Ethereum. So it brings a lot of volume. And, one thing I will say is this. There is some utility to be had with a meme coin that is not your traditional way of looking at utility. It is a social coin. It is a way for people to have fun. And let's face it, in all different economies, there's degens everywhere. And degens are part of the crypto economy, right? And I don't mean to say that in a bad way. I'm just saying people that are okay with high risk, high reward, and they want to be in the crypto space. So let them have fun with meme coins. And the last thing that I will say is this. I have never used my XRP to tell my neighbor about my Lord and Savior, Jesus. But I have used my Jesus coin to tell a lot of people about Jesus. And that is a utility in itself. Now, for other communities, it may be you're evangelizing PEPE 2.0, and you want to tell everybody about how awesome PEPE 2.0 is and how he will change your life. but that in itself is a utility, So I am using Jesus to tell people about Jesus.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Um, I think yeah, that's funny. The thing you said that caught my attention was how in a lot of people out there, there's a lot of people that just like to like, I'll say use the word like gamble, right? And what other better way to do it in the crypto ecosystem than investing in a meme coin? Like whether they invested in a meme coin or not, they're still gonna find a way to, you know, do that high risk behavior, whether that's being, you know, playing poker or doing some other like gambling stuff, out there, just to have fun and just to, pass away time. But, doing that in form of a meme coin and, having that fun and that social experience, on Twitter most of the times, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a fun thing, to kind of do. So yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that perspective there. I'll pass it over to Welt, Matrix.
Yes, absolutely. So my perspective on this is that there's kind of two sides to it, right? I absolutely agree with what everyone said, but there's another perspective, right? There used to be only one altcoin released every month, and I've been in crypto for a while, so I'm talking about a long time ago, just like one a month, two coins a month, right? There was no clutter, no confusion, not a million stories about being rug pulled and scammed. And people inadvertently bought and held, which allowed projects the ample amount of time to build something of value, right? There was no crypto hopping from project to project. So somehow I can kind of see why they might think meme coins are a distraction. However, I agree with PEPE 2.0. You're actually enhancing the ecosystem with meme coins. So I do not believe that the market-wide bullish sentiment is overshadowed by meme coins. I believe it's being blotted out by scam tokens. If we erase the scam tokens, I strongly believe we would have jumped from maybe 1 or 2 tokens a month to maybe a 10 to 50 actual legitimate projects with brilliant developers who can enrich the blockchain with their innovative utilities, right? Like, I just think we need to do a better job of figuring out a way to protect developers and holders from scammers. And that's something I spend a lot of time thinking about and conversating about with developers all over the blockchain. And I do believe a safer environment will return the needed integrity to the blockchain that'll restore its value, and we'll see a net positive impact on the blockchain through those innovations. But I do not believe that meme coins has anything to do with that at all.
That's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. I think one of the reasons why people, a lot of, I guess, critics, hate meme coins is because, they feel like, a lot of people are going to get scammed and, it's going to bring a negative, image on the blockchain. And that's kind of part of the reason, right? That's kind of part of the reason why people, they're kind of like scared of meme coins or don't like them. Because, and so to your point, if we can do a better job of kind of protecting people from those scammers, which quite frankly is, pretty difficult to do. Anybody can just deploy a token, pretty easily and just, rug pull. But I think, that having that education, and we see it with the rise of PEPE, we see a lot of the, the thing where they kind of just renounce the contract, burn the liquidity and just, make sure that, hey, we're not going to rug the liquidity token has been burned. The contract has been renounced. I think that also added to the reason why meme coins just kind of blew up this year because, to your point, a lot of devs, say, what, let's kind of just reduce the risk, of scams and all that stuff. So I think that's a very excellent point. And I also like kind of your altruistic, motive, behind educating people and protecting them from scams. I think that's a very, very, that's a very unique quality right there. So thank you so much for providing that insight. So we're kind of reached kind of the halfway of point of the AMA. But I'd like to take this opportunity to inform our new listeners who are just maybe just joining us to participate in our Learn to Earn program and collect stamp NFTs. So our stamp NFTs, again, they're our non-tradable NFTs that act as a proof of participation, for our AMAs, and they can be exchanged for a tradable time capsule NFTs. So for every 3 stamp NFTs you collect, you can redeem them for 1 time capsule NFTs, which can contain prices up to 50 USDT. And like I said, in the beginning, you have a choice to open the time capsule NFTs or just list them for trading on the Bitmart NFT marketplace. So if you're looking to claim some of those Snap NFTs, just check out the pin tweets for more details, and just basically just follow the instructions from there, and you should be good to go. Yeah. So I guess let's continue our conversation here. So when it comes to meme coins in general, like all meme coins seem to have their own unique like narratives, that kind of captivates the imagination of their audience. I guess what would you say is the narrative for your own token or the project you're currently with at the moment? I'll pass it to Biz to start us off.
Yeah, so I think ours is really about rewarding users. So it's about creating that new dynamic, allowing users to benefit fully from their behaviors, from their data. So that's kind of where we got the name initially. Also is carrot and the stick. So we'd rather reward users with the carrot rather than go at them with the stick that we feel like a lot of traditional tech companies have used to control their platforms in a variety of different ways. So yeah, just being user friendly and rewarding environment, and also that goes for the same with projects as well. So yeah, that's really the essence of what we're going for at Carrot.
And that's the kind of the ethos of Web3, kind of bringing back ownership, to people who actually create the value, right? In this case, based on their behaviors, based on their data, rewarding them. I think when it comes to Web2, we don't see a lot of that value transfer. It's always, the corporate guys just, extracting all the value, right? I think, when it comes to meme coins and blockchain in general, it's kind of the other way around. So very interesting to see what you guys are doing there at KaratDAO. Yeah, very, very, very interesting. Thank you for that perspective. We'll pass it over to Lord from PEPE 2.0.
Yeah, so as far as PEPE 2.0 and the narrative it has it's that second chance, right? That second opportunity. You missed PEPE the first time. Don't miss that second opportunity with PEPE 2.0, right? And that's really what we stand for. It's that second opportunity. You go back and you look at what PEPE did for the market. I think everybody here knows what PEPE did. It went to 2 billion, right? And really the excitement it brought into the meme space, it allowed for other memes to succeed as well, because that FOMO factor came in, that, oh, I miss PEPE, I'm going to get in this meme coin. This one's doing well. And guess what? It brought that volume back in. It brought the meme space up. And really, when PEPE 2.0 launched a month ago, you go and look at the space, it was dead. There was no volume. There was nothing going on, really. No projects were really going above 100, 200K that were launching. Yeah, there was some that had some pre-sales that were doing well. There was one a week maybe or so. But when PEPE 2.0 went out and really pushed that narrative of your second opportunity, fully decentralized, it really gathered a community together that believes in this second opportunity, that believes in this PEPE 2.0. And it really sparked an excitement, not only with PEPE 2.0, but in the whole meme space. Now we're seeing a lot more tokens doing a lot more successful, and it hasn't stopped in the last 30 days, right? We're 30 days old. And yeah, you're probably thinking, well, you're taking a lot of credit. No, it's reality, and that's the same thing when PEPE did it. We have to give credit where credit is due. And really that second opportunity for you to you miss PEPE, well, here's your second chance. It's doing that second run again, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's it's pretty straightforward, when it comes to PEPE 2.0. It's like, you missed, PEPE, and this is your second chance, right? To get on board. Something that just came to my mind while you were talking about second chance. Again, I don't want to make this kind of a Christian show, but maybe you guys can do a collab with Jesus. I think there's some kind of relationship there, but I just thought that was funny. But yeah, you're right. Having that second chance is kind of the core thing, when it comes to PEPE 2.0. Very, very interesting. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. Next, I'll pass it over to Knowledge.
Yes. We are a DAO with a renounced contract. It's powered to the people, promoting deconstruction, inclusion, and the punk spirit, which means pretty much we want to include everyone. We don't want any big VCs or anybody coming inside trying to take over, and we want everyone to be themselves. Our coin was created by Dr.Shit. He understands everything is shit, so he created ShitGPT. We want you to have shitty fun because everything is shit. So let's have a shitty day and build together.
That's really funny. Okay, have a shitty day. Yeah, that's a unique narrative, and I can see that. I can see that actually. Being very, very, creative and maybe drawing a lot of attention during the a full like alt season. Having a shitty day and just I think that's really funny. Thank you for sharing that. I'll pass it over to Raj.
Yes, brother. So, with Jesus, when the team launched the coin, 80% of the supply was sent to a burn wallet, and it's locked. The contract is renounced, and 80% that supply is going to get burned on December 25th. So basically, this is just a community coin. The team was able to accomplish 3 different central exchanges through the funding that came from the community. Because the team, they had no tokens. And so this project really took off organically to 5,200 holders, and now on 3 central exchanges, and is really finding its identity in Jesus. And so what we have so far on the website is just basically says, the mission of Jesus Coin is to influence culture and be a light in dark places. And we want to pioneer a decentralized faith-based ecosystem, inspiring people to love one another. And that is the biggest thing. And, the 3 tenets: discipleship, fellowship, and stewardship. So this is something that is a faith-based meme coin that has never come into crypto before. So let me break that down. We have had live Twitter spaces with people in the community that are coming on stage and praying for each other and talking about Jesus and sharing our faith and even sowing seeds of faith and giving Jesus to other people. And so it's something different. It's an opportunity for people to share their faith. One other thing that we did in the community is we did 30 days of gains. And a bunch of us men in the men's group, we were tired of all, there was a lot of estrogen in the crypto space for a while. And I said, men, we need to have a men's group and let's do 30 days of gains. It's based on 3 John 1:2. Beloved, I pray that you prosper in all things, even as your soul prospers. And so while we're holding Jesus, why don't we just have a men's group and exercise every day, and we can share our growth in fitness and improve that part of our lives while we're trying to improve financially. So that was another group that we formed. But that's basically the narrative. It's on the website.
Very, very interesting. Like I've never heard I've never heard it put that way before, like a faith-based meme coin.
Yes, brother. We were literally praying for people and people on the Twitter live spaces, and we continue to do that. We do it every Sunday. We have like a live space. So definitely very different.
Wondering if there's gonna be like a crucifixion of the meme coins, maybe like that's like a burning of the meme coins or something like that.
The 80%, they're going to get burned. They're going to get burned on December 25th. 80% of the supply. So I guess you could say that's like a crucifixion, but they're not coming back to life. They're never coming back.
That's funny. Okay, yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that. I'll pass it over to Wells. yeah, kind of the same question. What's kind of the unique narrative for your token, the Frog token? Wealth Matrix, I think you're on mute in case you're speaking. Okay. I'm not. Can everybody else hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I don't know what's happening. Well, Matrix, if you're there, if you're speaking, unfortunately, we cannot hear you. Just, I guess we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you for that particular question. But just, for the sake of time, we'll just, move on to our next question here. So I guess this one is a very controversial topic. So it's the question about like utility and roadmaps. Do you guys think a meme coin should have a roadmap and a utility? Being a meme coin, do you think that should be a part of the meme coin, I guess, ecosystem? I'll start with Biz.
Well, I'm not too sure actually. I think one of the things that we're actually talking about tonight, and one of the things we see in the space is that the power and like strength of community, and also the kind of inventiveness of this whole industry. That sure it would be great if we had set practices and standards. That would be especially as we're looking at like safeguards against kind of scams as we were talking about, or to ensure that the users aren't getting burned in the end. But I do also think that part of that inventiveness, the resiliency, is the ability to continue to kind of push the boundaries and push the limits. And that's one of the great things about everybody in the space, is that we're all kind of like cowboys or renegades. We're all looking for a way to make it outside of the system that's been placed before us. So I think having a direction or a focus is definitely important. And but as long as you're communicating like effectively and transparently with the community, and the community knows what they're engaging in and what they're being a part of, and everybody's into that, I think that's the more important element than having something like a really well-defined roadmap or utility element to it that might not even be able to come to, because for technological reasons, like you might not be able to accomplish everything you're trying to do, or there might not be product market fit, so you'll have to change that roadmap. So I think it's like, sure, on like a wish list, I would put like roadmap and defined utility, but I think more so having the opt-in from your community members and people who are really understanding and engaging with what whatever your messaging is more important, and being able to make sure you're not deceiving them at all with whatever you're carrying out is the better like way to take it. And then if that leads to a really set roadmap that's awesome and has can grow out and expand and become its own like product, and that's great as well. But that's I think just having that like community focus is a super important part.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of meme coins, kind of just start, without any like defined, I would say, roadmap or utility. But to your point, like listening to your community to see if they want something like that, it's a key part of the whole equation, right? Listening to your community, see what resonates with them, and just kind of going based on that. And if that leads to a roadmap, that's fine. If it doesn't, that's fine as well. It's a meme coin to begin with. So whatever direction the community choose to go with, I think that's kind of what the project should do. Real quick, I think Wealth Matrix was trying to come in. So can you hear me now?
Yes, I got eaten by the blockchain. I blame Elon Musk.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I guess we can just like piggyback real quick on the previous question to give you the opportunity to kind of share some of the, I guess, the unique what is the unique narrative around the Frog token, kind of what makes it stick out, and just tell us a little bit about the narrative for Frog token.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. So it's funny, he was talking about community and letting the community kind of decide. at Frog Token, our community sort of decided the narrative. Everyone was talking about the supply shock because they were excited about our limited supply. Because as I mentioned earlier, we have 82% of the supply already burned and over 3 million tokens staked, right? So the apes have done a wonderful job and are still doing a wonderful job showcasing to the world how powerful holding can be when done in a unified manner. And I would say that at Frog, that is our prime focus outside of building utilities, right? When it comes to the narrative for our community, we're gathering like-minded individuals who are able to buy and hold for the long term. There are going to be people who are going to be impatient, right, and going to have to take their profits. But we're not only just saying to buy and hold for the long term, we are also educating people on how to sell in a respectful manner that keeps the chart bullish and does not set the project back, such as not dumping your whole entire bag, right? So I know I bit off a lot, but I know I can chew it. And we already have a resilient Diamond Frog Lounge that I mentioned earlier. And like I always say, you don't need everyone to unify, but you do need those who are unified to be there for the whole journey, through every up and down. Our whales did not sell at our all-time high, and they still have not sold during our correction because it wasn't collectively time for that. In fact, they increased their bags. With a handful of people like that, the supply shock is inevitable, and we have more than a handful. So that shows the strength and determination and the dedication of our community at Frog. And this attitude will eventually create a relentlessly bullish chart and garner the attention of the blockchain. We're going to keep building. We're always going to keep innovating. We're always here, so people will always be able to enjoy more profits at different levels, right? Because we're a utility-based meme token. So I guess essentially what I'm saying is that everyone can win through the power of unity and utility, and that is our narrative at Frog.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm glad we're able to bring you back in for you to share that about your project. I think that's very unique what you guys are doing there. Wow, having 3 million tokens staked. Like, if you don't mind me asking, like, what's the kind of the total supply of your token?
So we started with 1 billion, and we immediately burned 75% of the total supply. And then we've gotten up to pretty much 83%, but it's 82.8%. And we have just about 94% of all the supply either burnt, being held, or actually staked. So there's roughly just about, I think, 17 million tokens left available for purchase. In fact, a serious whale could come in right now with $50,000, and we could be on the squeeze, trending everywhere in the cryptocurrency world. And we could achieve whatever we want to, as long as we collectively hold and stick to the plan. So it's actually very exciting, and our community is very, very excited for that. So thank you for asking me that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we add that to the fact that you teach them how to sell, like not to just dump the entire bag. That definitely, I guess, keep the chart bullish. But how long that will last, we don't know. But I think that's a very interesting narrative, actually. Thank you for sharing that. So I guess let's continue on the question about roadmaps and utility for meme coin. So I guess Lord LOL, what do you think about that?
Yeah. So when it comes to should a meme have a utility, it depends, right? And what I mean by that is obviously there needs to be a token that can provide that utility, right? For example, Dex tools, it provides charts for us. It provides, information. We have Uniswap who provides, you be able to swap, tokens or ETH for tokens or vice versa, right? Now, do I believe every meme token needs to be utility? No, because what happens? Everybody's a swap. Everybody's a chart. Everybody's whatever it is, right? Then it dilutes, that utility. Like not everybody's going to use every single utility. So then it becomes difficult. When it comes to a meme token, the most important thing, and I say this every single time, and I know some people probably make fun of me for it, or it's like, oh, he's going on and on, but it's the community, right? And I think I heard someone else say that before here speaking as well, because we've been in the space for a long time, and we understand that the community can do anything, right? You go take Doge, Shiba. I know those are always used as examples, and they're like, well, those are those. Yeah, but they don't have any utility, right? But yeah, granted, there's some things coming out now, but for them to achieve what they have, it was all people who believed in that token. It was people who believed in that narrative. And that goes for any token, right? It's about the community gathering together. Is it a group of people that want to hold and actually believe in this token and believe in the narrative? Then that's what's going to happen. Because I've seen some tokens come out with some amazing utility that is probably game changing, and they end up dying, or I never hear them again because people don't respect or don't hold, or there wasn't a community built, right? So sometimes it's not about the community. I mean, sorry, it's not about the utility. It's about the community, right? So I guess to better answer the question, yeah, there is a need for utility, but not every token needs to be a utility token. Once there's already a dominant utility out there and a token that has successfully, taken the space over, then maybe there's something else that can come out that can be more improved for it. If not, then we need a different utility. If not, then it's meme tokens. That's why we're here. We're all degens. This is a space of people getting together with one cause and for one reason, and that's for that token that you're in, right? So and as far as a roadmap, it kind of goes hand in hand with the utility. I do think there should be a plan, right? And that comes with the team. The team should have a plan on what's happening. Is there going to be exchanges? Is there going to be certain marketing done? Is it, there needs to be a lot of planning when it comes to these tokens. If you run them like a business, they're going to succeed. But if you have the right community, right? So a lot of things come hand in hand, and really it comes down to the community, and that's kind of what my opinion is, right? Utility, if it's already there, then it's there. You can't have a bunch of the same utility. It comes down to the community.
Yeah, that's an excellent perspective. Yeah, I think having that the word there is like community, right? Having people who actually believe in the meme coin, whatever the meme coin is, having that belief factor is always key, because that could lead to other things. That could lead to them deciding to have this utility or this unique thing about it. Like PEPE 2.0, I think that's second chance message in a lot of ways can be seen as a utility. But it's just having that community kind of drive the, I don't want to use the word brand, but drive the meme forward. It's vital for a meme coin. So yeah, whether that turns into a full-fledged, I guess, product, who knows? But I think the community will decide how that goes. So I'll pass the same question to Knowledge.
Yeah, not every meme coin needs a utility. You can have a dope community and run for a good amount of time. But if a meme coin wants to survive in the long term and not be like a pump and dump, it should have some type of utility or roadmap, because the community needs to see some type of growth in the ecosystem and have a way to play around with the ecosystem. Our community doesn't have a clear roadmap, but we know what we want to do. We want to launch the S map, and we have a DAO. The S map is where people can see where other community members are, and if they're part of an NFT community, they can see where those people are. And we want to encourage people to engage with people and meet new people. And you could post up events, you could do airdrops for your community for revenue sharing, lock up your SGPT for V-Shit to engage with the DAO. And I feel like this is something that's needed in the long term. Reasons for the user to purchase the meme coin and actually engage with it.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, having a reason to, basically creating some kind of demand for the token, right? That's a key part of making, any token, regardless of whether it's a meme coin or not, succeed. If there's no sort of kind of demand, I think that project may struggle. If it's just, and I see this a lot when it comes to some NFT projects. I know we're not here to talk about NFTs, but just there's some NFT projects. It's just like, oh, it's just an NFT, just for fun, just for art, that could last for, I guess, for a few months or so, but after a while it just kind of, okay, what are we doing here? Um, so I guess it all depends. It all depends on the community. It all depends on the holders. It all depends on the founders. What messaging or what vision do they have? And then I guess a community can rally behind it. But yeah, creating that demand is very vital for the success of any token, whether that's meme, DeFi, you name it. So that excellent point that you brought up. So we'll pass it over to Raj.
Yes, brother. Well, I am not a dev. I am just a member of the community. And I came up here tonight because Maker Lee is doing a church retreat. He is away doing the good Lord's work this week, and he asked me to come up. So, I am not a dev, but I can tell you, if we did have a roadmap for Jesus, what I would put on it is like nobody sell until we get to 1 billion market cap. And I think if everyone could commit to that roadmap, it would be very successful as far as a project. But other than that, I think there just needs to be a common bond with the community and the team. If they can find ways to bring the community together and promote and make the project, more aware and give exposure. So, with Jesus Coin, we do have a DAO that was set up, and we have the community that is contributing to that. But no, as far as the roadmap utility, I would just like to see it go to 1 billion market cap, and then spread the love of Jesus.
That definitely will require a lot of faith. You see what I did there?
Brother. Strong hands, Jesus hands. You have to hold.
To hold to 1 billion market cap without selling, that would require definitely a lot of faith.
Good roadmap. That's all.
Yeah, that's funny. That's actually pretty creative. Yeah, I'll pass it over to Wealth Matrix.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So me personally, I don't like putting a box on creativity, right? So there could be a developer out there somewhere in the world who's going to release something that will replace a roadmap completely in the future, right? Nevertheless, until then, I do think they're important. I like what the late Steve Jobs said. He said, and I quote, "Dream bigger. Passion fuels the rocket, but vision, a big dream, points the rocket to its ultimate destination," end quote. And the reason I like that quote so much is because it helps us realize that people love to support a clearly stated dream. I can appreciate a roadmap that is inspirational and clearly lays out the destination of a person's dream, right? A developer's dream. I can buy into that. And that is the reason I'm dedicated to Frog. Our developer has big dreams, a brilliant mind. So yes, from that point of view, I do see the value in having a roadmap. On the other hand, if the roadmap is simply a moon map, those are a dozen, not even a dime a dozen, right? Nothing special about that at all. And before anyone takes offense, our roadmap is normal as well. However, I do get the chance to speak to the developer, and I am lucky to know some of his dreams that he was willing to share with me. And I don't take that for granted. I don't take for granted that someone's willing to share something that's a personal endeavor that he wants to be first to market to. Like he wants to bring this to the market first, and he trusted me with that. But it was through hearing pieces of his dreams that I realized it would be refreshing to have roadmaps become the depiction of a developer's vision and dreams. Now, utility is a tough one. If people enjoy how shiny something is, in my opinion, that is a utility, right? Like the PEPE 2.0, I mean, you're bringing volume to Ethereum when people buy Ethereum to buy your token, right? So something shiny, that is a utility. And as long as the lights are not turned off on the community via a rug pull or something like that, there should be nothing wrong with enjoying some shine, right? However, during this particular time that we're in, I do believe that developers can enrich the value of the blockchain through the simple act of adding utilities to meme tokens. And that's what we did at Frog. Frog is like Doge. You can buy a Tesla with Doge. You can buy a Tesla with Frog, meaning the name fits. It is very versatile. You can brand Frog a million different ways, right? So the future potential is endless and cannot be prohibited by the name. So we are writing off the hype of PEPE, but we are not a hype token. And that's why we're able to build many utilities around Frog with a long-term vision, even if the hype fades away. Like you were talking about, deflationary and meme coins usually don't go together, but we can still have that long-term vision, even if the hype goes away, while easily writing off the current hype for exposure, right? At the same time, we are shining attention on the fact that enhancing the blockchain can add value to the real world, eventually in terms of enhanced technology. So in a nutshell, I do see the value in having a roadmap and utilities. I do not think I would put a box on creativity because enjoyment is the luster of life. But that being said, it sometimes is being exploited by scammers, having these shiny meme coins. And so I do feel some sort of responsibility to at least add value to the blockchain through putting utilities in the meme token.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. I think, yeah, the vision can be another word for a roadmap in a lot of ways. Having a strong vision, I guess, yeah, is something that could actually sustain a project, regardless of what that I guess utility is, whether it's already available in the market. I mean, preferably it'd be good if it's not, that's never been done before. But yeah, having a clear vision of what you're trying to do, whatever it is, whatever that's I guess message is, so long as it's it's clear and everybody can understand it, everybody can rally around it. I think that's an essential part to all this. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I think we're pretty much. This is, I guess, the final question for today's AMA. This has been a blast, by the way. I really enjoyed this space. But I guess the last question is, are there any exciting plans that you have for your project in Q3 and maybe the rest of the year that you wish to share with our audience for your project? So I'll start with Biz.
Yeah, really appreciate you having me on here tonight. I bumped a flight. I was excited to get on, hear some more about kind of the meme coin space. It's not necessarily what we're doing all the time, but it's definitely something I like to, keep tabs on and understand how everybody's moving within the blockchain world. So it's been awesome to get to hear from so many different projects and people within it. So for what we're building over at Karat, so as I said, Karat Network, we started rolling out a lot more of the like on-chain elements back in May. So that started with our validator and claimer programs. Right now we're going through our IDO, and then we'll be listing in August. Yeah, everybody make sure to, if you're interested, if you want to be able to take part in what we're building, gain ownership of your data and start to really, enjoy the full benefits of what some of the technology we're building out can provide you, then check out the Twitter, check out KaratDAO, make sure to follow, and check out the Discord as well for any updates. But we've got, we're building out a data marketplace, which allows third parties to actually come in and start transacting and querying different behaviors or different on-chain patterns to identify those users. We're working with different projects that have ad inventory to start kind of creating different programmatic marketing that incorporates on-chain data as well. So we're really working to reinvent the system of advertising that we saw within the Web 2 space in a way that benefits the users and ultimately like on-chain data and Web 3 users initially. So make sure you guys are checking that out if it's something that interests you. And then also in terms of the token, yeah, like I mentioned, we have the IDOs going on right now. And then the ICO, or not ICO, but like the listings will be coming up in August as well.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Seems like you guys have a lot of stuff you're kind of working on. Very exciting. Like you said, IDOs. You said listing. You guys will be listing. And I guess you by listing you mean on an exchange, right?
On Bitmart. Yeah. So that was just announced a couple days back, actually. So Bitmart and a few others. So I think the announcements are rolling out this week and next week. So I don't want to, get in front of the marketing team on that. But yeah, so it's a very exciting time for us on a couple different elements. As I said, I'm more on that like product and sales side generally. So we have a lot of really great partners coming in. That's what's exciting to me, and working with really cool projects at the cutting edge of blockchain technology. So yeah, that's that's the best part of my job, I'd say.
Yeah, exciting, very exciting. Yeah, and to our audience, definitely check out KaratDAO, and be sure to follow them on Twitter. That way you don't miss any of their upcoming announcements. Like I said, a lot of sounds like there's a lot of exciting things coming down the pike. So definitely follow KaratDAO on Twitter. So thank you for sharing that with us, Biz.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, next I'll pass it over to Lord LOL.
First off, I just want to say thank you. I believe this is probably the last time I'll be able to speak on here. So thank you so much for having us on here. It's been a blast, a great opportunity. So we definitely appreciate that. The community appreciates it. As far as plans coming, look, PEPE 2.0 is doing what PEPE did. That's the roadmap, right? It's the second opportunity, the second chance. I can't go into details with certain things, but negotiations are ongoing. We're looking to get listed everywhere, and really just get that exposure that PEPE 2.0 needs, right? Tomorrow we have a AMA on Binance Live. We have ads going, and just like our motto, a second chance. Really, we're not a charity token, but we do believe in second chances. We do believe in helping people, so we're rolling out a big charity campaign. We've already got in contact with 6 different charities that we're just going to be donating. We're going to, see if we can put a video together that's been worked on as well. And really just doing different acts of kindness, giving that second opportunity for people in life, and really just continue to bring that exposure. The market's going to pump, guys. The crypto market, it's due for a big rally. No one knows when it's coming. We have predictions, right? But when a community stays strong like PEPE 2.0, and we continue to work, and the dev team is continuing to make deals and put things together, the strong survive, right? And when you have a community like this and a dev team like this, it's a recipe for success, right? So big things are coming. I appreciate you having us on here. Thank you so much, and big shout out to everybody who's tuned in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you once again for joining us today. Yeah, I'll highly encourage our audience again, go follow the PEPE 2.0 on Twitter account so that way you don't miss anything. Obviously, like you just heard, there's a lot of things being worked on, heading towards the next, I guess, alt season here. So definitely you want to pay special attention to what they're doing there. So I highly encourage you to go follow them on Twitter. I guess now on X. All right, so that'll take a little bit getting used to. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. So yeah, I'll pass the same question over to Knowledge.
We will be hosting Twitter Spaces, providing education almost every other day. We'll be listed on different exchanges soon. Our SMAP will be coming out soon as well. This is just the beginning, everybody. I promise you. I host events in New York, so ShitGPT, we will be, having events soon, and we're just encouraging everybody to come build with us.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Again, audience, go follow ShitGPT's Twitter account so that way you don't miss any updates. Yeah, I think as you just heard, education is a core part of what they do, and attracting a lot of builders to work together. So yeah, definitely check them out. Thank you once again, Knowledge, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll pass it over to Raj.
Yes, brother. So, I cannot speak for everything with Maker. He is the dev. He is working on the project. I have heard him say on the Sunday Live Space that he will be, upgrading the website. When Jesus was first born, he was born in Crypto Degen Alley, on Dex Tools, and he became very popular to a lot of, Uniswap and Ethereum degens. But, as we are growing, we want to, as a community, reach out to a more broader audience and become more of a grown-up Jesus. So he will still have the fun side of him, the meme side. But as far as I know, he is doing something with the website. And just this last week, we got listed on BitKeep wallet. You can buy Jesus there. And then Bitmart, of course. And then crashout.io, which is like an online gambling place, but apparently you can do leverage with Jesus. So other than that, we're going to do Sunday nights. Everybody can come and join, and we can talk about Jesus, share our faith, and share some updates on the meme coin. And we will continue to share the love of God to everyone. God bless you guys. I want to say thank you for having me, and God bless every person in this room. In Jesus' name.
Hey man, yeah, God bless you too. Thank you for joining us. Very, very exciting project. To our audience, be sure to go follow Jesus Coin on Twitter to get update about what they're working on. And like Raj said, obviously this is not financial advice, but Jesus Coin is listed on Bitmart. So if you want to get your hands on some of them, you can do that at Bitmart for sure. Awesome. Thanks, Raj, for sharing that. And yeah, finally, last but not the least, we'll pass it over to Wealth Matrix.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we have a short-term goal that we would like to surpass as quickly as possible so that we can move into the next phases of our project and bring out the next roadmap, which I believe will really entice more people and give them a more clear idea of where we're heading. And that goal is to have 1,500 diamond-handed holders, meaning that our floor is stable and true at 1,500 holders or more. We are currently at about 1,200 holders, been around about 2.5 months, so we believe this will be easily achievable before the close of Q3. Secondly, we would like to have at least one of our innovative utilities released before the end of Q4. Some of our innovations will be first to market, like I mentioned earlier, so that's why we don't go into detail about those. We desire to be first to the market, and we pretty much owe it to our long-term holders to keep that information as close to the chest as possible. But what I can say is that we are planning to put Frog on its own blockchain. And I believe that will attract a large consumer base and have people even more excited in our community when they really realize what our developer is capable of and what we're actually planning to do with our meme token. Other than that, we will continue to expand our outreach efforts and initiate the supply shock. We will continue to garner like-minded individuals. Our community is extremely strong. They're always going out, inviting friends and family and telling complete strangers online about this wonderful opportunity. And we could not be anything without our wonderful community. So I want to say thank you to them. I would also like to say thank you, Meta. Thank you, host. I appreciate this. This was a very informational AMA. And I cannot wait to explore every project up here today. I really mean that, guys. It was wonderful. And I want to say thank you to all of you guys. It was indeed a very special moment in time. I look forward to seeing many new faces embarking on this journey with us at Frog Token. With that said, I will mute my mic.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it, man. That was a nice, yeah, I really appreciate what you just said. And yeah, to our audience, definitely go check out the Frog Token. And follow them so that we don't miss any updates. I think he dropped an alpha there, about what could be coming up, for their project. So be sure to follow them. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for those kind of words and those compliments. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, all right. I mean, that kind of brings us to the end of today's AMA. We want to extend our sincere thank you to our speakers today for joining us in talking about meme coins and why they're so popular. As a reminder, we had Biz, the co-founder of KaratDAO. We have a Lord LOL, spokesman from PEPE 2.0. We had Knowledge, who's a core DAO member of ShitGPT. We had Raj Gupta, a core contributing member of Jesus Coin. And we also had Wealth Matrix, who's the spokesman at Frog Token. And to our audience, we greatly appreciate, you taking the time to, join us today and spend some time with us and engaging with us throughout the AMA. There's a lot of, obviously there was a lot of questions, in our chat that unfortunately we cannot get to due to time constraints. But we do hope that you learned a thing or two about meme coins and why they're so important in the crypto ecosystem and kind of some of the driving forces behind their popularity. Do not forget to check the pin tweets for instructions on how to claim your stamped NFTs. From the looks of things, we still have a lot of people tuned in. So that means a lot of people who actually qualified to claim their stamped NFTs. So be sure to check the pin tweet to learn how to claim your prize. And also be sure to follow Bitmart and Meta on Twitter to continue receiving educational AMA content like this. Our goal with these AMAs is to always inform you and provide you with quality information from great builders in the space, like we have today. So be sure to follow us on Twitter so you don't miss any of our upcoming AMAs. But yeah, that's it, folks. As always, remember to be smart and trade at Bitmart. Thank you all so much and have a fantastic day.